This question was taken from the June 2023 P1 booklet. Here we have a function f of x, where x are real numbers and a is a positive constant. Given that x minus a is a factor of f of x, we are asked to show that a into 4a squared plus 5a minus 6 equals 0. So we have some information here that we can use. You can write, let's write it. So that's a. If x minus a is a factor of f of x, then f of x should equal to 0. And this is a rule that you have learned in the course. That should equal to 0. So we have x minus a. So we can find x here. So x minus a should equal to, we can solve for a there. So x is equal to a. So what we really want to find is f of a must equal to 0. So we're going to input the value of a in our function right throughout and equate it to 0. So we would have 4a cubed plus 5a squared minus 10a plus 4a, and that should equal to 0 based on the rule. We can simplify this. Therefore we have 4a cubed plus 5a, and that will be minus 6a, and that's equal to 0. So it means that we can factor out a because a is a common factor. So we have worked out part A, and that value is 2 marks. Let's move on to part B. Hence, you're asked to find the value of a. So it means that if we have a into 4a squared plus 5a minus 6 equals 0, it means that a could be 0, but a is a positive constant, so we can rule this out. So we are going to have 4a squared plus 5a minus 6, and this is a quadratic equation and we need to solve this. By the look of things, we can factorize this. So minus 3 there, and that should be positive 2, and that equals 0. Therefore from this, 4a minus 3 equals 0, or a plus 2 equals 0. So a is 3 over 4, or a is minus 2. Minus 2. Now minus 2 would not be an answer because you were told that where a is a positive constant, so it means that a is 3/4. Now let's move on to part 2 of B. So this is part 1 done. Use algebra to find the exact solution of the equation f of x equals 3. So f of x equals 3. We know that f of x is 4x cubed. Let's write it out. 4x cubed plus 5x squared minus 10x plus 4a. But we know that the value of a is 3 over 4, so we can just, so we would have 4x cubed plus 5x squared and if we replace, so we would have 4 into 3 over 4 and that equals 3. That should equal to 3. Okay, so you can see that we can cancel out the 4 there. So it means that we have 4x cubed this 3 here would become 0, so that's equal 0. So x is a common factor. Let's factor out x. So it means that x could equal to 0, or okay, so we're going to use the quadratic formula to work out the value of this, but we're going to use our scientific calculator. So if you have the FX83 plus to 99 series, you could use it to input the quadratic formula and find the value of x. So let's do that. First you press mode, and equation is 5, so you press 5 for that one, and you want to look for the quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and that's 3. So we're going to input the values of a, b, and c right there. So we have a as 4, and then b as 5, positive 5, and c is minus 10. So it means that x1, because there are two answers, so the first value is, let's write it down here, x1 would be minus 5 plus the root of 185 over 8. So x1 equals to minus 5 plus the root of 185, all of that over 8. Okay, now we're going to round the answer to 2 decimal places. So if we press S to D here, so this is 1.08. 1.08. Let's look at the other x value. You press S to D again, and then you have to go through the whole process. x2 is minus 5 minus the root of 185. So let's write down that for x2. Okay, so 2 decimal place, that would be minus 2.33. Here ends question 2. Thank you.